just wanted to introduce to you guys a fabulous and amazing individual. He's a lead guitarist. He's a bass player, lead vocals. He writes music. You name it, he does it. He's been doing it for over 20 plus years, so he knows his stuff. And when I say he's badass. Mr. Casey Cromwell. I had an amazing time with him because I know how busy he is. So thank you, sir, for coming and doing our interview. So again, guys, he's great. You've got to go see him. Trust me. Yeah. So, Mr. Casey Cromwell.
And I actually talked to somebody a couple years ago who knew where it went, and he said, "Well, I know where you can find it." So I talked to the person who said to go find it, and he said, "Well, I actually gave that guitar to this other guy who died a couple years later, and then his parents now have that guitar and keep that, you know, as a remembrance to him." And you know, uh, basically, it's not only it got stolen from me, and then the guy that I know that turned me on to the other guy that had it, his mom died whenever he had it for a little while, and then he gave it to another guy, and then that kid died. It's like, it's crazy how this death just follows around this guitar.
Oh, this is guitar.
It was like, you know what?
No, I don't know if you believe.
Just let it stay there. Like,
yeah, it's like, I don't know if you believe certain things could carry energies like that with them.
I don't, but sometimes, you just gotta wonder.
When strange things happen, you kind of have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sure, it puts that thought in your mind. You're like, I don't know, maybe I should just leave that there.
What do you feel like gardening helps with creativity?
It is therapeutic though.
Okay.
It helps with just getting out there and being with nature and just trying to contribute something, and also just to grow your own food and not have to buy the shit that they try to sell you in grocery stores. All this preservatives and all this stuff. I mean, you find out and learn how to grow it naturally. You know what you got. You don't all the stuff you buy in the grocery store. You don't know what you got.
Well, I mean, everything's just sprayed or
it's pesticides. It's just not good for you.
No, it's getting to the point where the meat's not even
exactly
healthy.
That'd be the next step forever. Start growing cows and stuff.
Well, I mean, you can invest in a cow.
I can, but I don't know.
Or you feel like you get attached to it. I'd get attached.
Yeah, I probably would get attached.
Like, oh, come on. Looking for little Jacob. We can't make a mistake.
Yeah. Just don't tell me who we're eating.
Do you hunt?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't hunt?
I don't have anything against it. I've never been a hunter. I was more of a fisherman when I was growing up, but that kind of fell by the wayside too.
How to get you out fishing?
Okay.
I like it.
Mom's been trying to get me to go fishing for like 20 years. I went a few times. My dad wants me to go get a license so I can go with him. I'm like, you and Ron just need to get together. These guys both want to fish all the time. So.
Well, you need to go with them.
Well, yeah, no, but I don't.
Or you don't have the patience.
I have the patience. I just don't have the time between work and gardening and music, and then mowing the grass, painting house, and we live alone. I mean, it's just there's no time for anything.
Are we married? Are we single?
We're single.
Are we dating? Or what are we doing?
We're single. Yeah.
We're single. Okay. You don't have kids?
Nope.
You want kids?
Not really.
And that's just starting to sound like a dating
service. But my brother has 11 kids, so if I want a kid, I'll go borrow a couple from him.
11 children?
Yes.
He doesn't know it costs that, right?
Yeah, well, he finally got
Stop drinking the water.
Yeah, he's just trying to make up for my lack of putting out in the world, I guess. So,
okay. You ever wanted?
I mean, Not that I didn't want it or did want it. I just kind of, if the timing's right and it happens, but it just hasn't. And I'm
Okay.
fine with that, you know.
Okay. I just know some people are just, no, I've got to have kids by a certain age. I've got to have X amount by this time.
Yeah.
They're good planners. You're not much of a planner.
Well, no, not in that aspect. I feel the Earth has way too many people as it is. You know, 8 billion and counting. You know, whatever. So
work tells me every day.
So, I mean, I think if two people get together, they can have one kid. Okay. Then the numbers start going down because you have one to replace either you or your spouse. But if you have three, then you're adding to it. And then the more people are on this planet, the more we're going to just destroy it. You know? And that's really just the truth of it.
Well, I feel like it's human nature to destroy.
Yeah.
Because we were having a discussion before you came today. People are disgusting.
Yes.
People are just disgusting. I mean, we have to admit it. So we were talking about different genres of music, where certain ones have led to another. So it's kind of, you go to the 60s, you've got rock music, and it's progressing, and then you get metal music, it starts progressing, and then you get shock and awe type music. And is it because of human nature that we are disgusting people, and we like the disgust? We want to see it, we got to be shocked by it, and then become numb to it, and we need more of it.
Yes, because I think it's part of the entertainment value. You know, whenever you get, say you're seeing everyday life, and then you just kind of get bored of it, right? But if you see the shock and awe and the disgust or whatever, it's kind of like whenever we're on social media, we're scrolling, like, okay, it's boring, boring, boring. Oh, this is cool.
See, we've
Boring.
over decades, we've kind of numbed ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we need something to kind of pump the blood.
Exactly.
And the more disgusting, the better.
Well, to a point. I mean, there's always that line to cross, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
It depends, that line varies from person to person, of course.
But do you feel like there's secret people who love to discuss in secret, but in public, they're very, no, that's gross, no, that's
Well, yeah, there's
against.
plenty of those people.
But deep down, they're very, give me more.
There's plenty of those, but they want to stay in the shadows when it comes to that. Most people, if they're into that, they don't really want people to know, or if they do, they're really out and open about it, which is fine either way. But I mean, it's just.
I don't mind the shock that comes with it. I mean, look at Kiss.
Yeah,
They
never a Kiss fan.
You never were a Kiss fan?
No.
Oh, get out.
Okay. I mean, I appreciate what they did for, music and everything. And, without them, there's, Alice Cooper, there's no Manson, for the shock rock,
Yeah.
But as far as, I never liked Kiss.
Never liked Kiss. Now I think of you in a whole different way.
Sorry.
Just kidding. No. But who is your favorite? Like, they are top notch. Old or new, doesn't matter.
For me, it's Tool.
Okay.
And, a lot of people say that, I hate Tool fans. They're so, overzealous. They're like trying to say, oh, Tool's the greatest band ever. And you know what? The fans they're sort of a cult. Well, let's be honest,
Well, so is Marilyn Manson's fan base.
Yeah, but for Tool fans, they've just all kind of banded together, and I don't know, like you see a lot of people online on social media and stuff that they go too much over the top. It's saying like, if you don't like Tool, you just don't understand it. Okay, I'm not that guy.
Okay.
I love it for what it is because I love the way they play off of each other. The guitar, the bass, the drums, the vocals, and it's 4 unique players, you know, and the way they play together is like a well-oiled machine. And a lot of people think that they're just obnoxious and their songs are too long, you know, and I can see how some people would think that. Me, on the other
Some
hand,
people say that about Metallica.
yeah,
But they are legends.
they are what they are. You know,
And when you listen to a Metallica song, you expect this long, drawn out, guitar solo.
mm-hmm.
But it's killer every time. So I guess Tool people.
Yeah, Tool usually, their songs are usually about twice as long as Metallica's.
Do you think they kind of took that?
Well, Tool is just, they are their own thing. And when they started out, their songs were shorter, but as they progressed and, you know, evolved, I guess is what you would say, like, the songs just got longer and longer, and, you know, but I mean, the way Maynard describes it is, like, he'd go into a studio with them, and they would be writing a song, and they about have it complete, and he starts putting his over it, and they would change it. And so basically, he would get to the point where, like, it's kind of like painting a portrait.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, until the canvas is there, I can't start painting. But, you know, once it is there and it's done, then I can start putting my touches on it. But you can't just, you know, start painting over it and then have the other guy come in and say, no, I'm doing this instead. Like, okay, we just screwed up everything I was working on. You know, so now I got to start over.
I can understand that because I have a
so
friend who's a tattoo artist.
Basically,
you can't stand to go over somebody else's work.
Yeah.
I mean, he will do it, but he's like, I can't stand to go over someone else's work.
Yeah. So Maynard's like,
I
let those guys go chase their tails for a while, and then when they're done, they come to me with, you know, something, and then I'll add my stuff to it. He said, but, you know, I'm not doing that until they're completely happy and finished with what they're doing. Like, so he doesn't even go to the studio with me. He doesn't go to rehearsal space. Like, once they have all their songs written, then he comes in and starts putting stuff in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a technique you're coming off with?
I don't know. Like, for me, it's just, I've kind of been writing a lot of these songs by myself for so long, you know, that
Yeah,
I really just.
Like, what is it that you're really writing about?
Oh, well, there are very wide range of topics, but mostly life and death, government corruption, religion,
So no love ballads,
no love ballads. There's plenty of people who write love songs in this world, but I'm just not one of them. Like,
so you're keeping like current events, like stuff that people can really relate to and understand.
Really, just whatever strikes me in the moment. You know,
okay.
It could be, you know, current events, could be, you know, political, whatever's going on with that, or it just could be. Like one day I wrote a song when I was out walking my dogs in the grass and it was so freaking hot, you know, that I was just like, okay. And I had this song playing in my head, and when I just picked up the guitar and started playing it, you know, and writing down lyrics, and that's about the closest thing to a ballad I ever wrote, but I mean, it was pretty cool, you know, it definitely wasn't metal, you know, but yeah, that's what I mean, it's like, whatever you get in your head, just start putting it down, you know, and
so stuff just you're working your normal 9 to 5 job and stuff.
Just not really much at work. Like when I'm at work, I'm all thinking about work. But and usually Ron, vinyl siding. I work with Ron.
You're an outdoor.
Yeah.
Outdoor guy.
Yeah. Ron's always got these playlists.
You're more
going
concerned about
his tune. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm always hearing his songs.
So you're putting vinyl siding up. It's more of it's hot. I want to go home.
It's hot. Where's the shade? I need water.
Leave me alone. That's what you can write about. It's hot. It's sweaty. I want to go home.
Or it's cold, you know, in the winter time. Yeah. So.
Do you have more work during?
It's usually busier from spring through the summer, and it starts tapering off a little bit in the fall. But winter's a little bit slower, but we generally stay pretty busy.
And that I've noticed a lot of bands, they don't play a lot during, say, after Halloween up to New Year's. So is that just because of the weather, you just don't feel like the crowds will be coming out, or is it just because of the holidays the crowds will be coming out, or that's just a good downtime for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's probably more because of the holidays. And everybody always like works themselves up to Halloween. Halloween's a big event, you know. Like,
Of course.
I mean,
You gotta get dressed up.
Halloween
You gotta
is
get out
yeah.
there.
Halloween's my Christmas. So
Thank
I,
you.
know,
Thank you. I'm not the only one.
yes.
So you probably gathered that from Halloween, my costume.
Yeah.
We kind of go all out.
We
We
play
go all out.
we would play shows with Contagion, you know, back several years ago, and these shows where I dressed up like a zombie. And my current girlfriend would have fake blood, and it's one of my favorite memories of me just standing outside and be like, okay, I'm coming at you, but you gotta throw it on me, you know, like,
Okay.
and make it look like it's real, you know. So she's just throwing fake blood on me, and it was really cool. And we went inside and hooked up a log chain. And I'm talking like this is a log chain that you tow tractors with. And this thing is heavy. And I had a choker on, and I put it around the back of my neck. So when I'm playing guitar and I come out to to the edge of the stage, it's tight, and I start trying to bite at people. You know, but,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, it was really fun.
I was gonna say.